So this is my first video I'll make since I first saw the pumpkin, and I just briefly saw it there, and I ran over to where this pumpkin was at, and it was instant death. I remember something about it being a trick-or-treat type of thing, and I thought maybe you could get treats from them, but from what I'm seeing, the pumpkins that you see on the fields on these Hulk or Hell Arcfalls are death. And that was just instantaneous, and I'm still curious, and I'm going at this point will still continue to hit these things because I remember seeing that they could be a treat, and I'm gonna feel bad because I'm gonna hit one with my BMG, and yeah, somebody's gonna go down. And I don't normally try to revive people when they go down at these too much, just because I don't need the revive. And there's still people who, you know, there's newer people playing who still need that goal to revive people at major arc falls. And I mean, it's funny that these things there's so many people at them that it's just. Let's see, look, there is. I'm gonna hit it, and yeah, there was somebody close to it. And I see people running. I'm like, okay, you're okay. You got too many people trying to revive you as it is. But look at this. Yeah, they didn't even get hurt. There's so much lag that you wonder, was I really not close enough for that guy to hurt me right then? Because he should have been, right? So it's just, it's funny that the amount of people are making the lag. It's awesome. I'm not griping, so don't take it that way. That's wonderful. I love all the people that are here. So it's nice to be back in events where there are a crap ton of people doing them, because that's kind of, I mean, that's what made Defiance for me, was these large events with a ton of people doing them. So, and yes, once again, I am still using a BMG on these things because to me a BMG just works better. There's plenty of people doing everything, but the enemies are so random spawn, like the little guys and everything, that to me it just works better for me to use a BMG, because I'm not seeing all the enemies enough that I'm going to feel comfortable, you know, using a normal weapon, because I'm not seeing these guys, and the BMG, that split second that I might actually see the one enemy, I'm getting a tap on it. So, and like it or not, the BMG does do some pretty darn good damage. I know it's not doing this for, you know, 3,000 and 4,000 damage that I'm doing with my SMG, but you know, when you can hit quite a few enemies and you're doing, you know, 1,500 down to 500 on the enemies, and you're hitting a bunch of them at the same time, you are actually doing damage. So, and I've noticed that if you even tap the heal button, there's green. So there's a lot going on. See, look at this. Look at this. There's a lot going on that you're not seeing people taking damage. And I'm like, I'm not even hardly taking this much damage, but you're definitely getting heals, so I guess, you know, you can technically get some medic going on there. And I don't know, it's kind of a kin farm. Like, so the kin farm, you can really get away with doing this. I imagine a bug gun might be pretty good. Granted, they're going to be going insane crazy trying to chase the Hulkers down. But I imagine a bug gun would be good like it is at kin farms. But I mean, if there was no one using any serious firepower, then yes, I would definitely have to swap over into something else. Somebody has to do the bulk of the damage, and if there's plenty of people doing the bulk of the damage, well, it doesn't have to be me. Then I can just score whore. And to an extent, that's just what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm wrong, but it feels like I'm getting keys at a quicker rate than I was before I came back for this event, because it just felt like everything, you know, just didn't pay. You know, it seemed like it took me 2 days to get enough keys to hit a tier 4 lockbox, and you know, I think I hit 2 when I came back on the first day, which, you know, it just seems like I'm getting more keys. Maybe I'm just crazy, but maybe I am. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the end boss kills are giving any more points, or maybe I'm just playing in a manner that gives me more points, because I've noticed, you know, I'm still getting like, you know, 10,000 points, which is pretty much a joke for the kill on a monolith, so, which those still seem to pay horrendous in keys. So I don't imagine that's ever going to change. Never going to be lucky enough to see that. So, but remember, with the pumpkins, if you see them and you blow them up, I cannot at this point confirm anything other than death. So be friendly with the people around you to make sure you're not you know, downing your teammates, because that's not helping, and trolling is not cool either. So, but I didn't see any later on. It's like right when it first began. Maybe it was the ones that were already out and about, but I never saw any more spawn. But let's not get it wrong, because anything I've done before, I've never even seen them. So I don't know if somebody's getting in there and popping them before I got there or what. But this was the first time I'd ever seen the pumpkins. I'd heard they were gonna be here, and then just kind of forgot about it when I did see them. And when I saw them, I was like, that's right. And they said there could be something good or something bad. You'll learn your pumpkin. I'm like, I don't know how you learn it. There's so many people. People are gonna shoot them. That's just what people do. We shoot stuff when we see it. And if there's a different look to them or something that I'm not aware of, nobody's going to stop and take the time. Everybody's just going to shoot them because this is what they do. And there's people going to be using BMGs, and whether you want to or not, you're going to hit it with a BMG. So I don't know if they'll spawn later or not. Like I said, I didn't see them. I've only seen them at the beginning and in the one time only. So I'm sure they're supposed to be there, and I was just too late to the party the other time. So, and these don't spawn as frequently as I would like. And now the monoliths, I had heard that they were making the dark matter arc falls more frequent, and there was like 2, and they were sitting there eyeing them both, trying to time them, saying, okay, how can I get to both of these to see if I can get an end reward? And I did. I barely managed to do it. I finished one, and little leapfrog lag there. I finished one and got to the other one as the monolith dropped his head for the final time. It's like, whew, that was really close. You don't want to. It's bad to say you don't want to see 2 of them almost simultaneously going on, because you're so worried you want to hit both because of that chance for a legendary item. Which I'm gonna say, since they've nerfed the key quantities you get and everything, I used to get a lot of legendaries, and I can't help but wonder if that got nerfed. I've never seen a legendary since that nerf happened, so it kind of makes me suspicious if monolith arc balls were nerfed out a little bit, if they reduced the chance for legendary drops, because I used to get them a lot. I used to get a lot of legendaries from those, and really and truly the only place I've had any luck is in a lockbox. And if I go by playing time, I'd say probably the last month of playtime, and we'll say that because I've been on Destiny and everything, so we'll say the actual last month of playtime, I've probably received like 3 legendaries. I think 2 of them were trash. One of them I did just trash, and I don't know, one of them was a decent solid, except for it was electric, and electric to me is just a waste now. Since they did what they did with nanos, I believe electricity is pretty much just trash. I know it's supposed to be better on shielded enemies. I shoot a shielded enemy and it feels like trash while I'm shooting shields. It doesn't feel like it's dropping them. So they can say it's good for whatever they want. I still say electricity really, really needs some help. I don't feel it does what it should be doing. I mean, I like the little shake your enemies can do while you're using it on them, the smaller enemies, but it does not help it in the end. That is not powerful enough. It doesn't compete with bio, and it doesn't compete with radiation. And yeah, I got real lucky. They were bringing the servers down. I was like, 30 minutes? Okay, good. This is going to be done in time. So there's nothing you fear worse than when you see that pop up on you when you're doing something. So that made me feel a little bit better that I saw that. But anyways, watch your pumpkins. Oh, and that's all I have. And I will catch you guys later.